Good blessed Monday morning, June the 14th, 2021. I think it's about maybe 10:01 or 10:10 a.m. You see that tow truck down the street. They've been trying. They got a big thing to make a lot of noise, like a police siren, to ask these people to move their cars. The car that they finna about to tow right now. If the people don't come out, I guess they coming out now. They was finna tow it, and the car won't move because they trying to better the streets here. You see this here? They trying to better the streets. You got a car here that ain't moved, but they trying to pave the streets. They're trying to make it look good. You see what I'm saying? And we went through this down in Missouri on the block that I live on. They hadn't paved our streets in probably over 2 decades. And I got to put my camera out like I'm doing now. But this is not being paved because of me. It's being paved because of the fact of the representatives in this particular neighborhood. But you see this individual, she done got smart. She heard that sound. See, they know the thing said no parking 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. You know, because the man said, I talked to the Spanish guy, man, and was talking for a while. They gonna have this here street done, about almost 3 or 4 city blocks done today. You know, and they trying to better the streets. I took y'all over to Cabrini Green, where I grew up at, the little row houses, and you see they ain't even beginning to try to do that, but they doing it over here because you see you got different representatives. You see what I'm saying? You got different city councilmen or aldermen, you know, and this is a blessing. This street gonna be done after the day. They gonna have this street completed today. He said they're gonna put it up a couple of inches because they want to leave a little work for the people that's going to come do something with the sewages. And then after they do the sewages, they coming back and put the rest of the pavement down. But this going to be all taken care of today. Now, they could have had more progress than it is. You know, I moved my daughter's car. I moved my son-in-law's car. I moved my truck. But you see, you can't complain about stuff like this here when you won't move your car so they can fix it. Now, I ain't saying the city doing everything right, but this is a mixed neighborhood. This ain't where a lot of rich people live, but you know, it's a place that they want to live the same way anybody else. The city getting them taxes, they should be able to fix it. But you know, they down there, like I said. And then one thing about it, when they tow your car, they don't give you no ticket. What they do is move your car out of the way and put it somewhere else. And it's up to you to find out where it's at. You see what I'm saying? You know, this is showing you all this here. And that's a good thing. You see, that's a good thing. You know, y'all see that old Suburban of mine over here, down the next street over here, well, around the corner. And see, one thing about it, you know, ain't nobody breaking in. That's why I want everybody to know everybody in Chicago is not being shot at. Everybody in Chicago ain't shooting at each other. I can park my vehicle around here and ain't been touched. That's a blessing. You know, and I just want to say something to all human beings of all nationalities. You know, we as a people, human beings, we need to take a look back into the time when Adam and Eve was brought upon this earth. You know, according to the Bible, God said Adam was lonely, so he made Eve for him. Put him to sleep, according to the Bible. You know, when he put him to sleep and made Eve, he knew that Adam needed a helpmate. But at the same time, God wants us all to live in harmony. You see what I'm saying? You know, sometimes some of the people that's rich, and wealthy, they look down on people like this here. You know, the mayor finally, I guess, is doing a job over here. You see what I'm saying? And it look like we finna get a better street. But this is what I want to say. A lot of people, well, I ain't gonna say a lot of people, some people, I want y'all to look at some of the comments on my YouTube. You know, you have some critics that don't like the fact when I talk about white supremacists. White supremacists is happening, y'all. Some of them don't like when I talk about sellout blacks. When I talk about sellout blacks, I'm talking about a lot of these blacks is getting this government grant money and using other blacks. It's happening in the black and the Spanish community. They put their programs in the black community, but they load their pockets, their friends and their family pockets, send them to school. Forget all about. They forget all about those that's in need. You see what I'm saying? They forget all about them. But I'm going to tell you one thing about it. I ain't forgot about y'all. And then I want to show y'all something, you know, a critic talk about, well, let's go back to Carbondale. I've been down there on a crusade because of my oldest son was found hung down there, and they was deeming it suicide. And when I looked at the scene, I seen it was too many things that said it wasn't suicide. Now, I spoke with police, and I seen one thing that I thought that they was really trying to look at another avenue besides suicide. But then I got a call last week. I came up here on the 10th, and I think either on the 10th or the 11th, I got a call from some of the citizens down there that been following my YouTube concerning my son's death. Now, these individuals telling me something that the police shouldn't even be telling them, but should tell me first. First, they said the police, I'm not going to even mention his name, one of the sergeants down there, a beat sergeant, told them that I'm just a YouTuber. You see what I'm saying? And my son's case is closed. You see what I'm saying? And then they said derogatory things about me and my son that's not true. You see what I'm saying? In the end, saying that my son got what he had coming. And I didn't hear it, but I believe it because it's some of the things that they've been saying. It's same thing as some of them high-ranking police officers in Charleston, Missouri saying. And I know they're in contact with each other because one thing about it, they can't shut my mouth. Because I speak up for all human beings that's being treated unjust. But here it is. I told this citizen and the other ones that was with him, I said, if the case closed, I said, then I want y'all to file for a Freedom of Information Act and see if you get it, like everybody else that filed that didn't get it, because the reason they didn't get it and it was denied is because they said that it's an open or pending investigation. The case is not closed. You see, and then if they tell you something negative about me and my son, then it's easy. Google, you can Google everything up. See, I don't need Google. I have my daughters. They know everything. But Google up what they say about me. You see, the only reason they saying it about me because I'm exposing. You see, I'm not the only one in Carbondale, Illinois that lost a loved one that they tried to say was suicide. You see what I'm saying? I don't just say justice for my son, Brian Lamont Johns. I said justice for Molly. I said justice for Praveen, Molly and Praveen's family, and anybody else's family. Praveen was an Indian. Molly was white. My son was black. You see what I'm saying? Do that sound like a racist? That sound like an activist that don't care what no corrupted police or law enforcement officials or any other corrupt people think. I'm going to speak up and I'm going to speak out. You can't pay me no money to shut me up. You can't ain't no jail you can put me in to shut me up. You see what I'm saying? I know what the 1st and the 14th Amendment says. This is 2021. This is not 1619. You see what I'm saying? And some of you individuals that call yourself activists, you need to look up the definition of activists and actors. Hollywood is looking for a lot of y'all. The people, the people whose voices ain't being heard, they looking for people like myself. They looking for activists. Some people said they didn't understand what I was talking about. The president of the eternal order of police here in Chicago, Illinois. I said he's a racist. You see what I'm saying? He should be fired. And any police of color and all white police that's not racist and corrupted, you need to be marching to get him out of there. Let me tell you why. Just last week, the Department of Justice, the FBI, arrested a white police from Chicago, Illinois, just last week. In the last 3-4 days, arrested a white police here in Chicago, Illinois. He was on a medical leave. But on Wednesday, January the 6th, 2021, he was among those in Washington, D.C. that was trying to break into the White House. Now, he had a badge. They said they got him on tape using the word nigger, the N-word. Now, if he using it then, you can imagine how he was doing on the streets. But let me tell you what the president of the police union or whatever they call him, the fraternal order of police. Let me tell you what he said. He got on the news. He said that the police ain't did anything wrong. He was off duty, and what he says off duty, he could say what he want to say off duty. That's just like a black police being off duty. You see what I'm saying? Saying he want to kill all blacks. Kill all whites. He don't need to be on the force, just like a white police being off on medical leave or any other leave just because he ain't at work. And he used those type of statements openly. He's in Washington, D.C. trying to break into the White House. He defiled the Constitution. You see what I'm saying? He's an enemy to this country. Him and everybody else that was in there, they's an enemy to the country. But you see, now, if you white and you're not racist, you will understand what I'm saying. How is you taking up for this police? He took up, he don't see nothing wrong with the police that shot Van Dyke, that shot Quan McDonald 16 times in the back. A black guy with a knife that was running away from them. Running away from them. He wasn't coming towards them. He was running away from them. But y'all need to wake up. Don't y'all community, those y'all in Carbondale ask me what y'all can do. Y'all can do the same thing I do when I come down there. I don't have to be down there. I'll come down there and speak up for any of y'all that need me to speak up, long as we do it peacefully. And I told somebody, if they find out somebody white hung my son or had something to do with killing my son, I pray and ask y'all, if you love me and my son, how you doing this morning? All right. If you love me and my son and my family, and you respect me and my son and my family, if it's a white person that's been involved, even the police, I don't want you tearing up nothing. I don't want you riding. I don't want you going around here beating up white people because of that happened. Just like when a white police in this city kill a black, if we can march when they kill a black, we can march when blacks study killing blacks, and blacks is killing more blacks than any other people, law enforcement or anything else. That's a fact. But back to this president of the president of the police union here in Chicago, Illinois. Study what he say. Ain't no question he a racist. I put up with racist law enforcement officials down in Charleston, Missouri, y'all, starting from the chief of police on down. You see what I'm saying? I got document proof when I called the police with two individuals coming by my house 11 and 12 o'clock at night, not only disturbing our peace, you see what I'm saying, but terrifying my 92-year-old daddy before he passed, terrifying my 13 and 14-year-old daughters. And when you see the black sergeant come and then a white police coming, I got it on video. If anybody want to see it, tell me and I'll paste it and send it to you. That let you see these people laughing. See these police coming laughing. And then when I made a complaint, the chief of police told me, if you stop cussing at my officers, then maybe I'll do something. You see what I'm saying? Number one, I ain't cussed at his officers. His officers telling me what I can't say when somebody coming on the property talking about threatening me. And I told them if they come on the property, I'm going to take their life. And I'll tell them that again. I'll tell them in front of the judge. I'll tell them in front of the Department of Justice. I'll tell them in front of a preacher. I'll tell them in front of anybody else. When you threaten me and you get ready to come on my property, I know what I'm going to do. All right now. I know what I'm going to do because the Bible tell me what to do. You know what the Bible tell me in Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, to do? It said there's a time and a place for everything on the face of this earth up under the sun. It's a time for peace and a time for war. When they come to threatening you, it ain't no time to get on your knees and talk about no we shall overcome. You see what I'm saying? You gonna say, I'm going to say the Lord is going to be their shepherd and they won't want no more if they try to attack me and my family. And that's not being violent. That's using common sense. But you had the police chief. But see, I know some of them is working hand in hand with the Carbondale police. You see what I'm saying? To try to say negative things about me. They talked about Jesus. You can say what you want to say about me. You can call me and my son whatever you want to call me. But I'm a human being and my son was a human being. I don't care if my son killed 30 people and went to jail for it. Whoever murdered my son, that's where they need to go. And if these police is covering it up or got a part in doing it, which I wouldn't put it past them, especially with what they doing, you see what I'm saying? And people in the community, why is you listening to them? Why would you tell me what they say? All you got to do is look it up for yourself. If the case is dismissed, you see what I'm saying? If the case is closed, then tell them to give you a copy of a copy of the paperwork to show that it's closed, the Freedom of Information Act. Now, see, you hear that? You thinking that's the police, but they trying to get these people a warning. The Bible says a warning coming for destruction, a warning to move your cars. Move your cars out the way so we can clear this street up. You see what I'm saying? They trying to fix the street up in the neighborhood, y'all. That's all they trying to do. But I'm going to go for right now, y'all. I just want to let y'all know, if anybody tell you anything negative about me, tell them to show it to you. And then at the same time, you see what I'm saying? Instead of listening what they saying, you can hear it firsthand from me. I'll tell you every time that I was locked up and what I was locked up for. You see what I'm saying? But see, no matter what I was locked up for, no matter how many times I was locked up for, my thing is, who hung my son? And that's what they do. They try to throw you off on that. And that's what they're going to continue to do, y'all. They talked about Malcolm. They talked about Martin. They talked about John F. Kennedy. They talked about a lot of us. You see what I'm saying? They fixing hey, how you doing? All right, no, I'm just a YouTuber. That's all. Sean, I told them when they hear that sign, I said they trying to warn and come folks, y'all trying to have their people move their cars so they can y'all can fix their streets up. You see what I'm saying? Y'all can fix their streets up, but they don't see that, do they? Huh? They'll be on the back of that. You want to be on my YouTube, brother? Let me get you on there. Look at that. The brother, y'all giving them a warning with the siren first, ain't you? What the Bible said, warning coming for what? For destruction, don't it? I seen y'all. You see, and y'all trying to make us look good. You can't complain about the streets is tore up and you won't move your car. Hey, look here. Some of them brothers that got them chop shops, they probably won't. They don't want your truck. See, they ain't gonna be able to get the car back if it go to them chop shops, is it? Oh, it'd be $300? And if they can't pay for it, then what? Oh, did they take yours? Oh. Well, I'm. Let me get ready. Let me get ready to check out. Hey, brother. I appreciate. Oh no, I know he's doing his job. I appreciate you. Hey.